Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. And today's the day that's ruled by the third eye and guided by Elegance. And the galactic signature that we're working with today is the yellow resonant warrior energy. And this is a galactic activation portal. And so we are receiving a lot during these galactic activation portals. We're receiving DNA upgrades. We're receiving information. We're receiving light codes. So much that is happening. And really, when we can tap into the energy of the galactic signature, which is the portal itself, we can receive as much the fullness of that activation when we're really tapping into and utilizing and working with the signature, the galactic signature of the day. This is also a day that is marked as a particularly auspicious day in the galactic calendar. There are, I believe, 13 of these auspicious days throughout the months. And this is the first time I'm talking about this because I didn't fully understand the energy, but I've been looking into it a little bit more. But essentially, all it means is that today is a day to really pay attention and notice the synchronicities that are going on around you. Notice the ways that Spirit is communicating with you, the ways that you are being guided, and follow that guidance. So this yellow resonant warrior energy is all about questioning intelligence and fearlessness. So we're being called to utilize the logic of our minds. Today's a day where we're being asked to call upon that. We're being asked to question, to gather information so that we can understand a deeper version of our own truth. Right? The yellow warrior understands that truth is subjective and truth is always changing. And they are open to their version and understanding and perception of truth to be changing and evolving because they know how necessary that is. Ultimate truth is very difficult to attain and to wrap our minds around in these human bodies because there's always a distortion of some kind. Right? Because truth is filtered through information, knowledge is filtered through our own perception, all of our biases, all of the energies of our conditioning, our programming, right? All of this every time an intuitive or a medium or a psychic or anybody or a channel, right, channels information, we're still filtering it through our filter. And so it's going to come out a little differently and there's going to be a bit of a distortion. The purity of the message, oftentimes, like it's very difficult to get pure truth, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because of those distortions. But our goal is to strip away more and more of that distortion as we walk along this life path, and to welcome all of the knowledge, all of the information, all of the wisdom that helps to release that distortion. And of course, the other way that we help to release the distortion is by working on ourselves and becoming that clearer channel for the information. The clearer the channel, the clearer the information that is going to come through. And this in a lot of ways reminds me too of the white mirror energy, right? Polishing our mirror, polishing the lens of our perception. And just continuing to bring in that knowledge, bring in that information, continuing to question everything without and everything within as well, so that we can get closer and closer to the truth. And when we know that truth, acting and living upon it. And this is really powerful energy as we're working within a couple days of that new moon now, because that new moon in Gemini, that new moon solar eclipse is all about bringing in that new information, those new perspectives, really all of the new intel, if you will, that's going to help us to synthesize our new belief systems that we are currently creating. If you guys haven't checked out that video, I highly recommend you do so. I will link it in the description box below for you. The new moon solar eclipse video. We're also doing the new moon manifesting ceremony as we do every new moon. It's a group of us that do it together. It's really fun. It's really powerful. And so if you want to hop on to that, it is at 6:30 p.m. EST on Thursday. The information's in the description box below for how to join that. Make sure that you send your email with your donation. But yeah, so today, question all appearances. Question Question absolutely everything and set that intention. If you set the intention to receive more information, you will attract that information to you. That's really all it takes. And just be aware, be open, be receptive, and be aware. This is an energy of fearlessness as well. And so we're not allowing our fear to stop us. We're not allowing our fear to stop us from asking the important questions, from listening, right, and receiving the answers, from walking our path. Today is a day where we're really being asked to ponder our destiny, to ponder our quest, our purpose, and to ask for more information if we're not understanding what that is, to ask for more information that is going to allow us to allow that purpose to become more clear. The guidance for today is to focus on your inner voice as you walk the path of the cosmic question mark. Advance towards your fears and be the warrior of grace. And the affirmations are: I channel in order to question, inspiring fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of elegance. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And for those of you who really enjoy the affirmations, I am starting to put them in the description box below as well, along with any decks that I use for the reading portion of these videos. And the secondary affirmation is: I am Kib Warrior. I am your inner knowledge and wisdom. I take you to the other side with gracious strength. And the power of the yellow warrior is obtaining intelligence by asking questions. Warrior is fearless and immovable. She does not settle for half answers. She knows how to continue getting answers. Warriors are willing to fight for keeping or extending the vision they obtained. Be like a warrior. Step forward in difficult situations and defend your own truth. But in order to defend that truth, right, we first have to know what it is. And so that is the first step with this energy. And we're also going to read, of course, from the Astro Dream Advisor. Yellow Warrior, the Galactic Guide, is a mystic ferryman on the return path to the stars. Allow your staff to ferry you to the spiraling vortex of cosmic consciousness. Yellow Warrior is the grace of the descent of the dove. Embody the mystic gift of trust in direct guidance. Through trust, you journey to the place of no time and limitless light. There you will undergo the transformations to embody solar heart and mind. Yellow Warrior is a conduit for cosmic communication, offering access to the universal web of consciousness. This is the web of the Mayan mystic spider that weaves intergalactic threads, the conduit of interconnected consciousness. Yellow Warrior is the spider in the web, the grid connection for divine communication. Receive these ripples of knowing from the web through the central axis in your spine, your staff. Accept this gift of knowing and grace as you would receive the morning light by turning your face to the sun. Grace is an unexpected touch, a blessing given in love, a natural gift from the universe. Use the power of love like an electrical current to serve the light. Open fully to feel and receive it. And the number for the signature is 16, the number of unity with the cosmic foundation of resonant evolution. As you embody the ferryman's staff, you become anchored in your connection to cosmic consciousness. Holding within you the foundational steps of the Trinity, you carry the Christed One into the world. As a living mystic, you are the conduit of the spiraling consciousness. 16 may also be seen as the beginning of another octave, a higher octave, characterized by organic balance in the new earth under your feet. The colors for today are indigo and gold, combining the limitlessness of the night sky with the freedom of the daytime sun. If you desire to access grace and trust, focus on these colors. So that would be the indigo and the gold. And the tone today is tone 7, Resonant. 7 is all about mystical alignment, self-acceptance, the technician of the sacred, direct connection with the source. And this is the ray of mystical power, the foundation of the individual self freed within the 2 points of polarity. Your soul calls forth your ability to decode the hidden mysteries. Claim your mystical wisdom by acknowledging your relationship to source. Catalyze the mystical force of your 7 chakras to propel you to the region of divine illumination. The consciousness of 7 puts theory to the test, asking for practical application of your mystical power. As a technician of the sacred, you integrate the polarity of worlds into an operant foundation. You wear the 7-pointed star, symbol of the master artisan. Combine your feelings and intellect to transmute matter into mystical consciousness. Standing in simple self-acceptance, craft a light body from the column of light in your spine. Open your lotus to the world. You are the gift. Accept yourself unconditionally. Freed from the need for outside confirmation, stand open to your full mystical power. Align with the spinning mystery of the 7. 7 chakras, 7 planets, 7 rays, 7 steps of the pyramid, the 7 stages of consciousness conjoined. And this is an energy that ripens. And so we have the different phases of the different colors of the energy. We have the red energy, which initiates. We have the white energy, and I can't remember what that does off the top of my head. I know the blue energy transforms, and the yellow energy ripens. And so this is where everything is coming into a more mature form when we work with these yellow energies. So today for the astrology, it's pretty powerful. We still have Pallas conjunct Neptune. We also have Ceres still conjunct Uranus, which we talked about a little bit yesterday. And we also have the moon conjunct both true black moon and black moon Lilith. So this would be both of the estimations of black moon Lilith's location. So it's really interesting to see, like, that's powerful energy. And this is all feminine energy. We're talking about Ceres. We're talking about the moon. We're talking about true black moon. So a lot of upgrades coming in for the feminine today. We talked about how this Uranus energy with conjunct Ceres is all about us revolutionizing the way that we care for and nourish both ourselves and others. And then when we're talking about this moon, true black moon energy, this is really us coming into our feminine power, understanding our feminine power more, and also coming up against anywhere where we're feeling that energy of suppression and repression. We're going to really be feeling that today, and we're really going to be noticing, and this is in the sign of Taurus. So this comes to our security, our stability. This also comes to our values. What is most important to us? So where are we feeling as though our needs, our desires, our material needs, very much so, right? Our material and our emotional needs are possibly needing to be suppressed and repressed, where we are noticing that we have done that, right? And where are we ready to step out of that? This is definitely an energy where I feel the feminine looking toward how can I be this beautiful, gentle, receptive energy, right? This nourishing, loving energy. But at the same time, how can I do that in a way that really resonates and feels good for me and is authentic to me? What does that look like? And where am I perhaps putting that energy? Where is that energy not being received well? Or where is it not serving? Where am I putting that energy? Or have I been putting that energy that hasn't been serving me? Where have I been holding back some of my light in order to accommodate others? Is sort of a big energy. The feminine's really setting herself free today in a lot of ways. And we also, with this Mars opposing Pluto in retrograde energy, Mars is still going through a major transformation as well. The T square with Eris is getting less intense as Mars is continuing to move. Mars just move out of orb of that, but still very much in orb with Pluto, which is a transformational energy and an upgrade that I'm really feeling for the masculine as well. So our masculine and feminine sides getting major upgrades today as we move into this new moon lineup. We have Mercury backtracking as it goes retrograde, now within a few degrees of the sun, moving into where it will be in perfect alignment with the sun and the moon for this new moon solar eclipse. And like I said, check out that video, you guys, if you want more information on that. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh, interesting. All right, I'm going to pull from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Clear. Let's get some guidance or some energy from the Queen of the Moon Oracle for today. Angels, guides, benevolent beings. What information? Luna herself, what information do you have for us? Energies for today, guidance for today. First card out is Extremes, Hot Moon. All right, so we may be feeling this energy of extremes right now. There's a lot of, it's just, we're in heavy in it right now as far as eclipse season goes. And so, or at least this segment of it. We have another segment later this year. But we're going to be feeling these energies throughout the year, right? Eclipse energies last, they say like 3 or 6 months or something like that. But we know that this eclipse is the midpoint in a 3 eclipse cycle. The final one being in December, along this Gemini Sagittarius axis, the one that we're warming up to. And then those eclipses in Tauro I guess we can call it Taurus and Scorpio. Those are along that axis. Those are going all the way through 2022. And so, like, this eclipse season, we're in like the meat of it right now. But it's going to be, these are ongoing cycles, but we're really feeling this energy. I think this energy of extremes. And what do extremes teach us? They teach us contrast, right? It's like a lesson. If we've been learning a lesson, or there's been something, a belief system, something like that, that's been on the edge of our consciousness, but we haven't really been paying attention. We've been acknowledging it, but we haven't given our focus, the focus that the Spirit wants us to give it. It's right here in our face now. Right? The energy is amped up so that we see it that much more clearly. And so things are becoming more and more clear. And we're just feeling the heat of it all. And then we have abundance coming out. So that's gorgeous energy. We always love it when abundance comes out. And I feel like, too, it's sort of like extremes when it comes to abundance. Like everything is fluctuating greatly right now, in order to give us that gift of contrast, in order to reveal things to us. And so many of us may be noticing this with abundance. And I can absolutely relate to this. It's like it either feels like it's all coming in or like nothing's coming in. And it's that all or nothing energy that we're noticing in a lot of areas of our lives, where that is present, where that is showing up now, out of the blue possibly, like we said, in order to teach us something. Then we have Focus coming out. And this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's so gorgeous. And this is a reminder about intention. This is a reminder of where we put our focus. We're learning how to fine-tune our focus, right? How to fine-tune our will in order to create what we want. And this is also, when I'm looking at this Focus card right now, it's reminding me of that analogy about the glass half empty or the glass half full. And that's all about our perception, right? The glass is actually the same, regardless of what we call it, whether we call it half empty or half full. And it doesn't change the glass itself. It doesn't change how much water's in the glass. It's all about our perception. However, the likelihood of whether that glass will continue to fill or not, or perhaps whether that some of the water in that glass will be drained, does depend upon our perception and our anticipation of what happens next to a great extent. So we're really being asked to focus, and a lot of us, our focus has been on abundance lately. That's one of the things. Relationships and abundance, I feel like, are two huge things, and that makes sense as we are also with this ongoing Taurus Scorpio energy that we have going on, which is very much about those things, right? They call the Taurus Scorpio axis the axis of wealth, as well as the axis of being, and that Taurus energy is ruled by Venus, and Venus is about relationship. Scorpio is very much about deep intimacy, right? And so those energies have been coming up as well for us to work with. Let's get a couple more cards here. We have Wisdom and the Path. And then we have Assessing on the bottom of the deck. So this is us gaining more wisdom, gaining more clarity as we walk our path. And as we continue to walk our path and gain this clarity, this insight, and this wisdom, right, which is some of this assessing energy, right? We begin our purpose, and the unfoldment of our path begins to become more clear. And as I'm saying that, the reason it sounds like a question is because it's like when I say become more clear, it doesn't necessarily mean we know everything that's going to happen. What it means is that we can feel, we resonate with it. We can feel it. Even though we don't know exactly what's going to unfold, we know that we're moving in the right direction. And we know that this abundance, we know that everything that we could possibly desire and more lies down that path. We know that is the path of our destiny. Yeah. And focus is the path to wisdom. That's feeling, and by focus we mean our intent. We mean where it is that we are projecting our energy. I'm being really drawn to the butterfly in this card too. They want us to focus on the path to our wisdom. They want us to focus our energy and our attention on, well, we had the self-reflection card under the assessing card. On gaining the wisdom, but the wisdom that comes through self-reflection, right? And you notice here, see the parallels in these cards with their heads just above the water? Here her head is half submerged in water. Here they're submerged, or this girl in the background at least is submerged in water with just her head showing. So they really want us to they want our focus, the path to wisdom. They want that focus to be internal. They want that focus to be the self-reflection right now. Really understanding the inner workings of the self. And this makes a lot of sense. We talked about this. If you guys didn't watch the Dawn of the Sixth Sun video, this is the energy we're moving into with the Sixth Sun, which we just began. The Sixth Sun or epoch in the Toltec or Aztec calendar, which is a 5,000 to 6,000 year cycle. It's all about the internal, the inner exploration, right? And so, yeah, just really, they're wanting us to go within. They're wanting us to go within. That is the path to the wisdom that we seek. That is the path to the abundance that we seek. That is the path that leads to the path, right? Whatever that path is, that ultimate path of our destiny. That is the map, right? The map lies within here. Yeah, I want to pull a couple clear angels and ancestors cards. And really with this focus too, when it comes to the abundance, the extremes around abundance and different things like that, we really want to be aware of where our focus is there too. Are we focusing on the lack or are we focusing on the plenty? Are we trusting? This is a major energy of trust. If we are willing to stay committed to our path, if we are willing to focus on our path, regardless of what we see, what extremes we see reflected in the outside right now, if we're willing to continue to trust, even when those extremes dip to a place that doesn't feel comfortable for us, right? To continue to walk our path, everything, like we will be supported. We will, I hate to use the word rewarded for some reason, but we will be rewarded. But there's a wisdom to be gained through that process, right? There's a level of faith and trust and wisdom and more is, and there are things being revealed to us through that are very important for us to understand as we move along our path that are really going to assist us as we move forward. These lessons that we are learning right now, surrounding abundance, surrounding our focus, surrounding our intent. Like we can't continue along the path that's meant for us, along our destiny path, unless we've learned them. So just trust in all of that. All right. We have the direction guardian. Choose your path. Funny, that path energy keeps coming up, right? And then we have the mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. All right. So I love how this is really the same energy coming out for us. This is the message for today. If you don't know which path to choose, take the time to reflect. Take the time to go within. Do you notice how she's looking in this mirror and what's reflected back to her? The entire universe. So I love that too, because that's just like a reminder as well. You are the universe. You are the universe. All of the majesty and beauty and expansiveness of the universe is contained within you. But really take that time to reflect. Take that time to look. Take that time to see. To go within right now. And then your path will become clear. And it's your choice. You get to choose, right? This is a free will world. Reality, dimension, whatever you want to call it. You get to choose. I want to read the Direction Guardian card. And I love how the drum is on the bottom of the deck too. Dream and journey. So dream, journey, meditate. That is what is going to give you the answers that you are desiring, that you are needing at this time. Drum and journey, dream and journey. But drumming is a great way to journey. It puts us in that altered state. It really, it's powerful. There's a reason why different cultures utilize drums in ceremony. And eagle. See from a higher perspective. That self-reflection, that dreaming, that journeying, that is what is going to assist you in seeing from that higher perspective. And we did have that blue eagle energy yesterday. So I love how that eagle is coming back out for us. Oh, wait, I turned to drum. I wanted Direction Guardian. We'll get there, you guys. We'll get there. Let's see. Here we go. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. So that is the extra guidance there. I feel there's somebody possibly very specific who's going to be watching this, who that specific guidance is really going to resonate with. Choose from your heart. Let your heart lead you. Your heart will always lead you down the path that is the most beneficial for you at this time. And then underneath that, I love, okay, these two are, okay, all of these are actually very relevant as well. So we have the Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. We have Skyfather, trust in the universe. So 2 cards about trust in yourself, trust in the universe. Remember, you are the universe. And then Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Right? And we were talking about that. Also, those synchronicities. Really pay attention to those synchronicities today. And this reminds me, this trust your talents in changing times. This reminds me of a message that my friend Nikki, if you guys haven't checked her out on Majestic Unicorn Healing, absolutely do. She is amazing. She channels all different ascended masters and different interdimensional beings at this point. Some really powerful messages that come through. And she talked about, I forget who it was that she was channeling. I can't remember if it was the Arcturians or the Orion or the Pleiadians or whoever. But they were saying that the healers in this new earth, as we move towards this new earth, the healers are going to be the superheroes. Right? Like our gifts, our talents, our abilities are going to be so needed. They already are, and they're going to continue to be so. So really trust in yourself. Trust in your talents. Trust in those gifts and abilities that are beginning to manifest or that are beginning to refine. And wherever those are taking you, really, really trust in that, because that is so important. Us being able to utilize all of the knowledge, all of the remembrance that is coming through is going to be imperative in order to assist this earth in shifting. It's so important. So really, really trust yourself and trust in the universe and know that it's got your back. And this is not a coincidence that we had the eagle come out and there's an eagle right here. All right, so some of you guys may want to watch the Blue Eagle video from yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Some of you just be aware of eagles. Some of you guys look up the meaning of the eagle, right? We talk about the eagle, the condor, right? It's a powerful, powerful energy. That eagle vision, that higher perspective. Maybe some of you guys may want to utilize the affirmation from yesterday's video with the blue eagle energy. Right? Because there's a lot of blue in these cards too. But it's all about seeing from that higher perspective, getting that expanded point of view, seeing from that planetary consciousness. This is where trusting in the unknown comes in. From our limited perspective down here, we may not see things and may not make sense. But from that higher perspective, from that divine orchestration, everything makes perfect sense. And it is all being coordinated very perfectly, very strategically. Yeah. Oh, this is really interesting too. So I'm throwing this out there. So a friend of mine, he sees heads sometimes. They just pop up in midair. And so I'm really laughing right now as I'm looking at this card because it's just a head. Just a head that is suspended in midair. And actually, his signature is the blue lunar eagle. So that is wicked funny. I'm gonna read the guidance from this card just because those synchronicities are so powerful. And it's like as I was talking, I just felt like this head was staring at me. This guy, whoever this is, whether that's a depiction of Source as a male, and whether it's, I don't know who it is. He feels very wise though, and very powerful. The Sky Father. And so this says, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is lovingly leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. So this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine, and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead, is creating the path, right? So that's another way we are unconsciously choosing our path. With every thought, with every word, with every action, with our very vibration. And so we want to be aware of that. We want to be conscious with all of those things so that we can more consciously choose our path as well. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a power greater that is not only around you, but within you. And the Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. So this is about us doing healing with our own masculine energy as well, right? With that Mars opposing Pluto energy, that is a strong energy that we are feeling right now. And so really working with our relationship to masculine energy, which is, of course, also our relationship to our own divine masculine energy, which exists in all of us. If you guys want assistance with that or with anything else, please reach out to me. My information is in the description box below. There's a lot of different ways that we can work at that, a lot of different angles and things, modalities that we can use. But yeah, until we've healed our own masculine energy, we cannot fully call upon it. And if we cannot fully call upon it, we cannot fully actualize ourselves in the manifested world. So it's very important, just as it's very important to heal and continue nourishing and working with our feminine energy. Because we can't be receptive, we can't receive, we can't create, we cannot be inspired, right? Without that feminine energy also working in its highest vibration. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. As I said, the new moon manifesting ceremony info is down below, as well as my email with a description of the different services that I offer. So please reach out to me if you feel so moved. And I will talk to you all very, very, very soon.